The next thing we're going to record today is we're going to have a go at making our house have walls that link up together, and also we're going to make sure we're going to put some furniture in. So first up, we'll add these walls. So we go to Wall Tool, we select the type of wall we want to draw, which is we're going to do the linked rectangular walls, and then we'll come down here. So you can see how there's these little lines that come across the exterior here. Now these are really nice and conveniently at 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters, and 5. I managed to count down correctly. And this one I'm going to use as my start point. And it will come in, and I'm going to draw a wall 5 meters in. So I can just go to type 5,000 and hit enter. Here. Let's make sure I'm zooming in to make sure I've connected up to the same point. And I can right click and go OK. You see, hopefully I've got a nice little linked wall. And that's it. So let's add, so we've got that wall in. We're going to make sure our door, we're going to open it in this way. It's probably a pretty terrible app for a house, but anyway. Now we're going to put some objects in our house. So the way we do this is we come to Object on our left-hand browser here, and you can see it says it's a chair. Click on the chair itself, and there's a whole range of stuff. Now, sometimes these menus can be pretty challenging to find your way through. So often our best bet is actually to type in our search box. The only tricky one to watch for here is because this product is aimed at an international market, sometimes what you think things should be called are not correct. For example, if you search for toilet, you might come up with just these two things here, a squatting toilet and a toilet paper dispenser. If you want some, actually there's a few more that you can download. If you want more options, it's the ones that are built in. If you type in WC, here's the ones built in. So we'll just go for this WC here, and we'll go OK. And we're going to click it, and it says enter anchor point of your object. So I'm going to make my anchor point of object the corner of my room, and go, oh, that's not quite in the right place I want it to be. If I click on my toilet, if when you go to select something and it's not selecting, if you hold down your shift key, that can help you select the right object. So what we're going to do here is we will right click and move, and first I'm going to rotate. So I click on the center of the object. And remember, this left-hand box here tells you what to do. Enter rotation center point. So I'm going to rotate around the center here, and I'm going to, it says enter rotation arc start point. So I've selected everything. That's very skillful. Let's go cancel. And let's just make sure it looks like I've selected the roof and the toilet at the same time. Perhaps not very wise. We'll do that again. So select the toilet. We will right click and move, rotate, click on the center rotation point, click the arc where we want to start, that's better, and we're going to rotate that through 90 degrees, it's already come up there. And obviously having a toilet in the middle of our wall is not particularly useful, so again I can right click and I can go move, drag, and I can just drag the toilet into position, so I might just drag it up this wall a little, and then move a toilet where we want it. Toilets are not super customizable because they're sort of generally often the sizes they are. But if we want an object that's got a wee bit more modification ability, let's go object. And we'll go again up to our little chair that floats up here. And we are going to pick, what should we pick this time? I think we should pick a table. Now, the best bet for tables that are going to be really modifiable is ones that have things like let's see, let's see whether we got lobby table 19 or drafting table 19. I saw, let's see if I can find one here. Which will be most customizable? I reckon probably probably dining table 119. Okay. Again, enter anchor point object, so we don't want it to be locked into first. And that's where it goes. So again, from this thing here, if that's not quite the table I wanted to produce, I can go back and click on the settings dialog here, and you can see I can edit my width, my length, my width, and my height. You might find there's also some other interesting. I can change here. I can change my leg width. I can change my frame thickness. I can change the tabletop works on. Change my surfaces. Basically, every object will have different parameters that you can edit. You can change the materials. And that's it. The very last thing I want to show you today is how to get into your building in 3D. So go to generic perspective. Look at the wall here. Just make sure all my layers are visible again. So select all. Go our wall. If you come down here to this little explore button, it comes up with this warning. So we go 3D Explore, and you control the angle that you're looking with your mouse, and then you walk using the mouse. And we'll be able to walk in, and you can see there's a door here, and there's our room with a desk and a toilet sitting in it. Basically, with those tools, you should be able to do most of the basics in ArchiCAD 19. Thanks for watching.